The Turkey Valley Trojans ended up with a Week 1 win at Edco last Friday night. Head coach Mark Scott here to recap it. And Coach, overall on the offensive side of the ball, a pretty good night for your guys. 401 yards of total offense and 46 points. What were you most happy with?
Well, kids played well most of the evening. We had a couple of snafus. We turned the ball over twice, which is unusual. We don't like that. But we played hard. They kept, they executed most of the night. Took advantage of some of the things they gave us, and they came out with a win.
And you mentioned a couple of things that didn't go your way. Sometimes when you put 46 points up and have over 400 yards of total offense, you might be thinking that, hey, you know what, everything went well. Was it good that you got something to pick on this week?
Yeah, the two turnovers we had were both inside the red zone, so we were thinking we should have been up a little higher, more at halftime. But, there's always things to work on. It was, a lot of little things you go through tape and, things you work on in practice that you get in the game and kids kind of forget about. And just got to make sure that, it becomes habit for them, and where you put your head, where you put your feet, things like that.
And defensively, I know you mentioned that was the side of the ball that you probably had the most room to grow on at the beginning of the season. What did you take away from your defensive performance last Friday?
We're not done growing.
Fair enough.
They played hard. We got better as the game went on about getting tackles, getting the guys on the ground. Their little quarterback gave us fits trying to tackle him. He was a little short kid, was quick, and he ducked under, spun out, and a couple of their big plays were plays where we had him in the backfield and he got away, and then it became recess ball, and they ended up with big plays. But overall, we're getting better on defense. We'll be tested again this week, I'm sure.
And Don Bosco coming to town. They're coming off a big win over Easton Valley last Friday night. And looking at the stats in that game, 427 yards of passing for Don Bosco. That's a little something new for the Dons, right?
Yeah. But don't be under the assumption they can't run the ball just because they decided to throw it. I'm not sure, I watched the game film. They still got kids that can run. That McMahon kid was, he's been running for them for a couple of years. Fernandez kids, they have another little sophomore kid that looks like he can run, so they're still Don Bosco. If they can run it, they're going to run it.
All right, Coach, here's hoping you can keep your kids healthy and go to 2-0 at the end of this week. We wish you best of luck.
Thanks, Darren.
Turkey Valley coach Mark Scott previewing Week 2 against Don Bosco.